What are your strengths?
I guess one of my strengths is that I'm a pretty nice person. People generally like working with me, and I try my best to be friendly and cooperative. Oh, and I'm also a fan of cats, if that counts.
This response is considered unacceptable because of lack of clarity. The candidate's answer is vague and does not clearly identify specific professional strengths or skills relevant to the software engineering role. Failure to address job requirements. It doesn't provide the interviewer with information about how the candidate's strengths align with the qualifications needed for the job.
Unfocused. Mentioning being a nice person and liking cats doesn't directly address the professional qualities that would make the candidate a strong fit for the position.
In a job interview, it's essential to provide clear, concise, and relevant answers that highlight your professional qualifications and strengths that directly relate to the role you're applying for.
Providing excessively ambiguous information or discussing personal characteristics unrelated to the job can be seen as an unclear or ineffective response. What are your strengths?
I believe one of my core strengths as a software engineer is my problem-solving ability. Throughout my career, I've encountered complex technical challenges and have consistently found innovative solutions. For example, in my previous role at Infotech, I was tasked with optimizing the performance of a critical application. After a thorough analysis, I identified and addressed a bottleneck in the code, resulting in a 30% improvement in application speed. This not only saved valuable user time but also reduced server costs. Another strength of mine is my strong coding and technical skills. I'm proficient in multiple programming languages, including Java, Python, and JavaScript, which allows me to adapt quickly to different projects and technologies. This adaptability was evident in my last project at Tech Solutions, where I transitioned seamlessly from a back-end development task to assisting with front-end development, ensuring we met our project deadline. Lastly, I place a high value on teamwork and collaboration. I know that making software usually involves working with others, not just doing it alone. And effective communication and collaboration are essential. I'm an active team player who enjoys sharing knowledge and learning from others. I believe this quality contributes to a positive team dynamic and ultimately leads to better outcomes.
This response highlights the candidate's strengths in problem-solving, technical skills, adaptability, and teamwork, providing specific examples to illustrate each strength.
Remember, interviewers ask, "What are your strengths?" to get insight into a candidate's self-awareness and to evaluate how well those strengths match with the requirements of the position.
Now, let's discuss your weaknesses. Can you tell me about an area where you feel you could improve as a software engineer?
Well, sometimes, I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist. I just can't stand it when things aren't done perfectly, and I expect the same from my colleagues. It can be a bit frustrating for them, but I believe in high standards.
At first, this response might seem fine because it talks about a weakness. However, it's not ideal because it makes a good quality, trying to be perfect, sound like a bad thing. It also lacks self-awareness and a genuine commitment to improvement, which interviewers typically seek in such responses.
Now, let's discuss your weaknesses. Can you tell me about an area where you feel you could improve as a software engineer? Certainly. One area where I've been actively working on improvement is my ability to estimate project timelines accurately. In the past, I've occasionally underestimated the time required for certain tasks, which can impact project schedules and deadlines.
Thank you for sharing that. Can you tell me how you're addressing this weakness?
Absolutely. To improve in this area, I've started keeping a log of the time it takes me to complete different tasks during the development process. This has helped me develop a more realistic understanding of how long specific tasks actually take. Additionally, I've been collaborating closely with project managers and team members to get their input on timelines and to ensure that my estimates align with the overall project plan. I believe this collaborative approach will help me become more accurate in my estimations and better contribute to project planning and management.
In this example, the candidate acknowledges a weakness related to estimating project timelines accurately. He demonstrates a proactive approach to addressing the weakness by implementing specific strategies, such as time tracking and collaboration, to improve their estimation skills.
This response shows a willingness to learn and adapt, which can be viewed positively by interviewers. It's important to strike a balance between honesty and presenting yourself as a strong candidate. Here are some techniques to help candidates handle the question about weaknesses without jeopardizing their chances. Choose a relevant weakness. Select a weakness that is not a core requirement for the job. For example, in a software engineering interview, mentioning a weakness related to public speaking, unless the role specifically requires it, is less likely to be a concern. Highlight improvement. Emphasize your efforts to address and improve upon the weakness. Discuss the steps you've taken or are currently taking to mitigate the impact of the weakness on your performance.
Turn it into a positive. Frame your weakness in a way that demonstrates a commitment to self-improvement and growth. Show how addressing this weakness has made you a more effective and adaptable professional. Relate it to the role. Connect your weakness to skills or qualities that are highly valued in the job. For instance, if you mention perfectionism as a weakness, explain how it's related to your commitment to delivering high-quality work.
Show self-awareness. Demonstrate that you are aware of your weaknesses and actively seek ways to overcome them. This shows maturity and an ability to handle constructive feedback. Keep it professional. Avoid sharing personal weaknesses or issues that are unrelated to your professional capabilities.
Practice your response. Prepare and practice your response to this question beforehand so that you can deliver it confidently and without stumbling. Use the strength in disguise technique. Frame your weakness as a strength in disguise. For example, if you tend to be overly detail-oriented, you can explain how this attention to detail has helped you catch errors and deliver high-quality work.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.